Hey guys, in this video we're going to show you the stock exhaust system compared to the new Corsa exhaust system that we're going to throw on our 21 first edition Bronco. That's with the 2.7 motor. I'm also going to install a new cold air intake. This will add a little noise up front. Obviously it will make it breathe better, and why not do both at the same time? Yeah, this is going to look way cooler, and it'll be a performance upgrade. I've also got the Corsa catch can, which will be an upgrade from, we already have a JLT on here. This has been on like 10 of our vehicles. It just keeps fitting on pretty much everything Ford makes, but I'm gonna throw both of those on there as well, so you'll get to hear the upgraded noise that we'll have from inside the cab. Most of what I hear that we're picking up is motor and tires. You can barely hear any exhaust, so I'm gonna be curious to see what this after sounds like.
As you can see, that is very, very tame. One thing you'll notice is you don't see any exhaust tips on this thing. It's because they turn down underneath for a little better clearance. The Corsa kit is gonna have some nice black tips, and you know, they look a little better. Might they drag on a trail? Possibly, but
who drives their Bronco on a trail anyway?
So as always with the Corsa exhaust, guys, you're gonna get great quality. We've put on quite a few of their kits at this point. Let's take a look at what comes on the Bronco. So your factory system is this big suitcase style muffler, single exit, nothing fancy. This does stay out of the way a little bit better, we will say that. We're gonna have two dual tips come out in the back. It's gonna give it more of a Raptor F-150 look with the big tips coming out of the back. So you can see on the factory exhaust, it comes back through here. This is gonna be the point that we're replacing from, so we'll unbolt this here. The new muffler from Corsa is gonna go somewhere in this location. This isn't a full install video, guys. The instructions from Corsa are great, but we're gonna show you what this looks like with the new one on.
Got the entire system on. The system is really clean. Comes back on this Y, goes up and over right here, over the back of the axle, comes into this muffler. The muffler is less than half of the size, and you'll notice how high it's tucked up in the vehicle, and I'll show you why. The way they've designed this, we actually changed this plate out from what was here factory. They've got a bend in here to go underneath this cross member to get the exhaust back up. So they've got this really, really high. This is where we started, so everything from here back is now Corsa. If you wonder, you know, will this hit? No, it will not. The lowest spot and the thing that we've hit the most is right here on this gas tank protector, this big steel plate. We've hit that at Windrock, and we've hit it a couple different places. That protects that gas tank, but that's the lowest spot. We've not hit the rear diff or any of the suspension or anything, so this is the low spot, and we're a good 3 or 4 inches above it. So we've actually moved this out of the way further. The only thing we'll have to watch is the tips in the back, because they do stick down further than the factory, but they're gonna look really, really good. I got the cold air intake on, didn't take long at all. I've actually got the net over the filter, but it's a bigger surface area filter. Got that little catch net on it because I will be back in that heavy dirt for a while, and I'll be able to pull that off, shake it off. I do like that you can see the filter through this tinted clear cover, but everything fit up really nice. We also got the Corsa oil catch can installed. That was a really simple install. One of the simplest things you can possibly do. I won't go through all the reasons you need an oil catch can. I'm not here to debate that. But it pops right on, installs right there in the back. Everything went on very simple, very clean. That can is actually more premium than the JLT we had because it does have a little bit of filtration in it. So I do like that design better than the JLT. So I think that's an upgrade from the catch can we had.
It's that time, guys. We're going to show you before and after. We're going to show you this thing doing a cold start. We're going to rev it a little bit for you, and we're also going to take it out on the road and see what it sounds like. So let's go.
Real quick, can I just say how good these tips look? And when you hear it, the tips back it up. I mean, dang, those look good. Guys, I gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting much out of an exhaust system for a 2.7. I'm gonna show you inside the cab here. Let me let you hear that real quick. That sounds awesome. All you hear is, you know, don't ever put an exhaust system on an EcoBoost Raptor, 3-liter Explorer, the 2.7 liter, or definitely not the 2.3 Bronco, but I gotta say, this is a whole lot throatier. They're not gonna sound like a 5.0 Coyote with an exhaust on them. But this is impressive. Inside, with both the intake from Corsa and the exhaust, it's not the least bit drony, not the least bit annoying, and honestly, I can barely tell that we've got something, and I just hear the throat note when we're at, you know, 67 mile an hour and accelerating. There was not even a reason to roll the windows down to show you the before clip because you couldn't hear anything but wind noise. Honestly, I think we're hearing about a third of that from the cold air intake and the rest of it out the back. But I would say this is a major improvement. It's not like a lot of these extreme exhaust systems where it's just way too loud and you're mad you put it on when you're trying to ride around with your family. I think this is perfect. I think this hit the spot. And I'm not saying that just because Corsa sends us exhausts. Guys, we put honest reviews out, and I can honestly say I've not put a single Corsa product on that I wasn't impressed by and that wasn't a major improvement over what we were replacing. I may be full of crap because I know it doesn't have a custom tune, but I've driven this thing a lot with the stock parts on it, and I feel like it's got a little bit more pop. And obviously, if it had a tune on it, it would be taking more advantage of this more free-flowing exhaust and this better air intake. But I feel it. I feel it in the butt dyno. Now, we haven't put this on the dyno, and we're not going to put it on the dyno, but if they claim a performance benefit, I'll believe it, because this thing, it pulls harder now. I've got the link to this Corsa down in the description. Grab something from those guys and support them because they support your boys here on the channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this type of content, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.